Morning. It's Monday, February the 15th, and this is the heart of the matter. Just when you think Jesus could not get any more radical in his teaching in the Sermon on the Mount, he turns it up a notch. In our last study, we saw that revenge is not an option for a follower of Jesus, no matter how much someone might hurt or humiliate us. We just don't have the option of getting even with them. We must leave that to God. That's his prerogative. That's a tough thing to do, isn't it? Well, it gets tougher for us as Christians. Listen to what Jesus said in Matthew 5, verses 40 and 41. He said, "And if someone wants to sue you and take your tunic, let him have your cloak as well. If someone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2 miles." Jesus is describing here what might be called radical love, love that goes a step further than expected, love that gives what is not required, love that surprises even the most hardened heart, love that goes the extra mile. Suppose someone accuses you of some wrongdoing and asks for your tunic as payment. A tunic was like a shirt. It was very thin and worn next to the skin. Jesus said, go ahead and give that person not only your tunic, but your cloak as well. Now, a cloak was an outer garment, like a heavy coat, and it was the most valuable piece of clothing that someone in that day would own. It protected them against the weather if they were caught outside unexpectedly. By law, you could not require a person give you their cloak. But what did Jesus say? Go ahead and give it to that person. The law required only the tunic, but love demands more. Love demands even the cloak. That's radical love. It's love that doesn't make sense. It's love that's risky, and it causes you to trust God for your own survival and well-being. Radical love also means going further than required. In that day, a Roman soldier could require that a Jewish citizen carry their pack for 1 mile, but no more than 1 mile. And the Jewish people were very resentful of that, as you might imagine. Well, notice what Jesus said. He said, don't just go 1 mile, carry that pack another mile, go the second mile. The law required 1 mile. Radical love doesn't count miles, it goes further. I wonder if our love for people is more about the minimum requirement, or is it more radical than that? Do we love people as little as we can or as much as we can? Are we cautious and reserved in our love for people, or do we go overboard? Do we give and risk as little as possible, or do we give so much that we have to trust God for our own survival and well-being? Are we 1 mile kind of people, or are we second mile kind of people? That's the heart of the matter.